Hello.
잘했어?
Oh, thank you, Uncle Dan, for the memberships already from the beginning.
Hello, Uncle Dan.
Yay. How are we doing? We started just on time, so
Mm-hmm.
we are back together. Yes, this week. After last week, you were hella busy.
Yeah.
Did you do anything at the weekend?
Nothing
No.
special.
No.
Just work.
Just work.
Mm.
Were you in Daegu? That's what one.
Yeah,
day?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I have new hair, guys, but I still don't know how to manage this well. I didn't have hairspray, so please bear with me. Yes, we were on a break. Last week we couldn't do it together, but now we're back.
Okay, we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another KPC Anna Live.
Yes,
And,
it's now September,
Good morning.
and it was Subini's birthday on
Oh,
Sunday.
yes. I said happy birthday.
Yeah. She's like, I'm 30, I'm freaking 30. All of this stuff.
What's new?
What's new?
Yeah.
근데 아직 좀 더운데. Can we have it on for a little bit?
Okay.
The
It's
fan.
gonna be very loud, though.
Just for like 3 minutes. Are we in Seoul? Yes, we are. We are in Seoul. Yeah, so guys, I went back to black hair and I got my bangs done over the weekend. I was just sick of getting the roots done, and it just looks... I like colored hair, but once the roots start showing, I just feel like it looks cheap on everybody. So I was ready to go back.
Okay, guys. Hello. What's up, everyone? Hi, Anna and David. Hi from Australia.
Wow.
Hi, guys. Actually, today's weather is kind of like Australia.
No, this morning I was on the way way to the bus stop, and it was like I could actually feel like a cool breeze. It was not hot. It was actually cool. So I'm so looking forward to autumn. Is not gonna last long though. It's gonna go away in like a month.
Smash that like button, guys.
Yes, and
Before we
subscribe.
go.
Yeah. Catch up talk.
Catch up talk.
Yes.
I like ketchup.
Okay. Okay, a song I've been listening to this week, my favorite song.
The Seraphim.
It's no, I mean, okay, Le Seraphim, it was okay.
Crazy, yeah.
No, I thought it's okay. Like, it sounds like it could be played at like a really hipster fashion store or something.
Yeah.
It looks like that kind of music. But I listened to Sam Smith has a version of I'm Not the Only One out with Taeyeon.
Okay.
It was like for his 10th anniversary, and it's because he said Koreans loved that song so much. He's gonna give back. And so he did a version of that song with Taeyeon, and she actually sung her verse in Korean. And it sounds amazing. I mean, that song is already so good anyway, but she sounds amazing. They sound amazing on it. So go listen to it, guys. It's on their YouTube channel.
What a random collab, though.
No, but she sounds, honestly, Taeyeon's voice, everyone says like she sounds like she's got divorced like 7 times when she sings sad songs.
Really?
Her vocals.
Okay.
I love her voice. Yeah. And the other thing, okay, I thought this was hilarious. I got an email from this international luxury premium dating company. It's kind of similar to Goldspoon, but it's like it's basically, they were like, it's for kind of like, it's basically like rich older men in their 40s, 50s who can provide. And they're like, oh yeah, we have it's called Luxy. And we want you to possibly can you tell us your rates for a feature on your channel? But then I went through all the like reviews on Google, Reddit, and people were saying no, it's a scam. It's like they take a lot of your money, and you can't even match people in your location. They will match people from like London, Amsterdam. So it's not like. But I have heard some people have used it, and some people do get flown out to these places because the sugar daddies can provide.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. So but I was like, yeah, no, I don't think I can accept this sponsor.
Yeah.
No, it was there were too many bad reviews about it.
Dangerous.
It's too dangerous, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fall weather in Ottawa. Well, I like that the breeze is coming back, finally.
Yep.
It's It's starting to get a little lonely, I would admit. I have to admit.
So
But
no romance in the
no.
air for
Romance?
yeah.
No.
No?
One, he came by at the studio.
When?
Like 2 days ago or something. He dropped by and dropped me some gifts. Yeah.
What did he get you?
He got me like a boss hat and like some mochi from Japan. Not this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
I got him it's Maison Margiela. You have to try Jazz Club. I got him like the small sizes. Jazz Club and Sunday morning.
Oh, I don't think I've entered my address.
Yeah, you have to enter it.
All right.
It's
Thank
one
you.
of those scents that guys love. Like RM loves that scent. It smells like tobacco and Jazz Club, but like whiskey. It smells really good though.
I don't
I
think
love that
I'll
smell.
have any use case of it for the
You need to go
near
on-
future.
You need to
but
go on dates.
Yeah,
You do.
it'll still it'll be on the shelf for a while.
Yeah. Also, okay, final. I was just watching it on the way here. Do you know the Ha sisters? Do you know? It's like
Oh,
three
the three
Korean
girls,
girls
yeah,
that
yeah,
live in
yeah,
New York.
yeah.
They blew up completely during COVID time.
I know.
Their YouTube videos started getting like millions of views. And the three of them are really entertaining. So these girls, if you guys know, they're the Ha sisters. They're like Evelyn, Erica, and Emily, I believe.
Wow, how
Yeah.
do you even memorize that?
Yeah, I mean, I was just watching it now on the
Okay.
way here. Two of them came once to Korea when there was a beauty event, and I saw them. But they live mostly in New York, and yeah, they're really entertaining because they're all like very close together. And basically, the law of what I found hilarious just now. The oldest one, her name is Evelyn. She's like born in 1999, but she's still younger than us. Anyway.
1999 is
Yeah.
the oldest one.
Yeah, the youngest
Holy
one is
crap.
like 2008. So they're very Gen Z.
2008. How old is that?
Yeah, they're
even?
Gen Z. So so the oldest one, Evelyn, she had a boyfriend because they also vlog their entire lives.
Yeah.
She used to have a boyfriend called Fred, and I think he was Chinese. They were really cute together. Like visually, they were like really really super cute couple, and then they broke up. And then obviously she didn't post about him anymore. Now over the summer, she has gotten herself a new boyfriend, but he's white, and so people started like getting hints of him in her like TikToks and her YouTube. They're like, who is this new guy? Who is this new guy? Why are you not dating Asian? Like this kind of thing. People always, especially men that watch Asian girls, they hate it when they start dating white guys. They're like, you should
Really?
date within your own community. Why do all these
Isn't
Asian
it
girls
vice
go
versa?
for? No.
No,
Like,
like when Asian girls date white guys, they hate the Asian girls. Don't you think so? I guess it's both ways then.
it's both ways, but I think guys really hate. I think guys hate it more.
Oh wait,
it's a
like, it's
thing.
the same thing. I'm talking about the same thing, right? Yeah,
When guys hate it.
Oh yeah, when
Guys
Asian
hate
girls
it.
date white guys.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Because
talking
they're
about
like,
the same thing.
yeah, the Asian guys, they're like, we already have it like quite hard, especially if you live in America, let's say.
Yeah.
We already have it quite hard. You should date within your own race,
These
within your own
freaking
community.
losers.
Yeah, why are you going after white guys? And they always quote, apparently there was like an Oxford University study done where it was like why the phenomena of Asian women dating white men, like they were like did a whole study. It's called like the Oxford study. But they always quote this whenever they see an Asian girl with a white guy. So they always in her comments it's like Oxford study, lol, typical stereotypical, Asian girl, whatever. And so it's always in her comments. But it turns out that her new boyfriend, his name is Ben Pasternak. He's a CEO.
You're really into them.
No,
aren't
I
you?
just literally just read this information and just saw this in a
I've
video.
never seen anybody so into like.
No,
YouTube
because it was
relations.
really funny. But he's 27.
Okay.
He's a CEO of a tech company, and his net worth is like $300 million.
Okay, now I
So yeah, and she's always said like, I want my boyfriend to be successful and clean, and like obviously she's upgraded in terms of like that if that's what she wants, and
That's so sad though, putting
why?
it that way. Okay, anyways.
Why? Anyway, so they were like apparently flying all over. He flew her business class everywhere, all over the summer. They were traveling, and now she's like released a new video with her sisters, and they were doing like answering questions from Instagram. And if you can't answer the questions, then you have to eat like really spicy duck noodles. And the middle one was going like, I'm gonna do a freestyle rap about you two. The youngest one and the oldest one, and then she was like going like, oh, they're both like colonized, like brainwashed Asian girls, and like no more kimchi. 안녕하세요, no. She was just making a rap, like taking the piss out of them, being like, now it's no more kimchi, now it's like mashed potatoes and beige food. It was hilarious. I was just watching that on the way here and I was like dying laughing. But anyway, yeah, so I mean the sisters, they obviously know what's going on, so they're like, yeah, no more Asian. We're dating white boys, we're colonized.
What?
It's all jokes. It's all
Okay.
it's all jokes.
Okay. Sometimes I think Anna has a weird sense of humor too.
I think sometimes about you, he sometimes shows me videos and then I'm like, is this funny, David?
Just men and women are just different.
Anyway,
say.
yeah, I don't know if you guys know the Ha sisters, but yeah, they're raking it in. They get
I
crazy
assume.
views
Yeah,
and
I
they're
assume.
raking it in. Oh my gosh.
Gotta split it into 3 though. Before we go on, press that like button, please, guys. And it's about rich, not race, says Michelle.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why she went for him. Yeah.
Nah, let's not assume someone's motives. He might be a genuinely nice guy.
I mean, yeah, he provides for her. Like if he's like
No,
flying her.
like character-wise.
Yeah, I'm sure he's nice
Yeah,
person. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Like the part I was saying is sad is that people automatically assuming that, you know, the girl went for the guy because of the finance and all that. On the internet, people assume like that, you know. So that's like a sad narrative. But anyways, thank you. Happy belated birthday, Kyungsu Oppa. Okay. I don't got anything.
Updates?
Yeah,
No?
special. Nope. I don't think so.
Do you plan on dating like before the end of the year?
Do I plan on dating?
Like,
I don't
yeah.
really ever plan on dating or anything.
Like
Does
are you
anybody
open to, are
actually
you open?
plan to
Yeah,
date?
some people when they get asked to
Like
be set up,
strategically, I'm gonna be like dating.
you can ask
but,
people to set you up with somebody.
Okay. Well,
Do you
like
have
I'm
intentions?
like the total 자만추 guy kind of guy. So I'm like, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I'm not in a rush. Like, if there's a cute girl, then whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I was kind of sad the other day because maybe I shouldn't say this.
What?
I was checking out somebody's profile and then I saw her like, what do you call it? 상태 메시지?
Is this on Instagram?
No, on
Kakao?
Kakao, like her profile message.
Okay.
And then like you can set like a BGM as well too.
Yes.
It was very sad.
Why?
The lyrics and the message itself, it was very sad.
So she had like just been through a breakup or something, you think?
Yeah. I know that she's been through a big breakup and the message was like a particular poem.
What did she say?
And I looked up the poem.
What was the poem?
And the song itself was like, I miss you, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't sleep. I'm all alone in my house. Like, the breeze is like getting cooler and stuff. And
So on the Kakaotalk, which is our version of like WhatsApp, I don't know, I mean Americans don't really use WhatsApp, but basically, yeah, you have your own profile picture. You can customize your background picture. You can put like your personal favorite songs. You can do all sorts of stuff. And yeah, a lot of people, I realize a lot of people use the Kakao customization page to like send subliminal messages after they've broken up, or they're like trying to flirt with someone, or I don't know, they're trying to give off they're trying to also show that they're single now.
Yeah.
This kind of thing.
Yeah.
People use it for this kind of purpose.
Yeah.
And especially songs, I feel like. Okay,
Yes.
read the poem.
So the poem, I'll try to translate it. I hope you deserve all the love from somebody else as much as I thought you were precious.
Oh my god. She
I
posted
thought-
this on her Kakao?
Yeah, I thought you live as the most beautiful person as much as I thought you as beautiful. I thought you become someone's deep love as much as I was hurt about our love. I hope our sadness is not recorded as just the past, and it doesn't become a tool of self 연민? What's that?
Yeonmin?
Yeah.
I don't know how to translate.
Like these poems are like, yeah. And then the rain that fell during one season. I hope that everything just passes by, just like the foliage that fell down during
dear.
one autumn night. I will not pray for your happiness. I will let's live in a world where no prayers reach us. You have your own prayers, I have my own. We can live each other's own lives. Let's not check for each other's absence.
How
And
well do you know this girl? Is she like,
I know her well.
oh, she's like a friend? Or like just an acquaintance?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, but you know when some people like it's clear when they've just broken up with their boyfriends, but they start posting quotes and stuff like that on their Instagram stories or like that kind of thing. People are saying you look sad, David.
Do I?
Wake up.
Yeah, I didn't get much sleep, so I need to wake up. Anyways, yeah. The girl he checked out? No.
Anna, would you or David date outside your race? Just curious. Have you dated outside your race?
Yeah.
I've had one white boyfriend. Yeah.
One white boyfriend.
Yeah, one
It's
white
so
boyfriend.
weird
That
when
was
you
my
say,
only
like-
experience.
I don't know why it's so weird when you say like white boyfriend.
He was British, yeah. This is when I was in London.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's when I was living in the West, it's it was an experience, but I think it's just there's too many cultural differences. He doesn't have to be Korean, but I just think it helps if he's Asian, because there are so many things I don't have to explain in terms of Asian cultural norms and why my parents might say certain things, or like, because white boys, they have no idea. Like one of my friends in London, she was half Japanese, half Danish, and her mom was like strictest Japanese tiger mom, and she hated her boyfriend, and she was just not like, the boyfriend would just not understand, like, why don't you just cut off your mom? Like, it's just so easy, like you can just not stop
How do
talking
you
to her. It's
cut
just like,
off your mom?
yeah, what are you saying? Like, I know you guys, like, you know, people in like England, they put their parents into like nursing homes when they're
What?
old. They don't look after them when they're old. They just like, hey, go into a nursing home, and you know, this kind of
No
thing. So
way
yeah,
that
it's the unit of family. Like, it's not the same as Asian families. It's really not.
Really?
Yeah, it's
no
really
way
not.
you can just put someone into a nursing home.
That's like most of what most of them do.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just found it was helpful if there's like Asian or like very like keen to learn. If they just have no clue and it's just like it's way too different. Yeah.
David, soothe her broken heart. I can't.
Have you dated outside your race? You
Yeah, I
don't?
told you. Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the internet.
Oh yes, your ex, yes.
Anna hooked David up with a girl. The thing is, weirdly enough, I don't know where everybody's getting the news, but like people nowadays are trying to hook me up with so many girls.
Yeah, he has plenty of options, like opportunities.
Like there was like even one of my subscribers randomly just contacted me and he was like, I have this nice girl I want to hook you up with. And he
But
sent
why
me-
are you not?
He sent me her Instagram and thing. Like she's Korean and she's like here she plays
Oh, she's
tennis
cute.
and yeah, all that and
She's cute.
but isn't it weird if I respond to this kind of thing?
It's a subscriber.
Yeah.
Why
no
not?
offense, no offense.
Why not? It doesn't matter where you meet. Like,
I'm a chamanchu kind of guy. so-
you're gonna be alone forever.
Yeah. Nowadays I'm like questioning the marriage system again. So
Again. Again.
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, should we get to the news?
Yeah. Before we go on, just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
So I have something to announce. So on Piroso, I'm excited to show you guys and present our new feature and function. We have the class function, so we are partnering up with offline classes on Piroso, and right now we have a class, a yakgwa class, which is a Korean dessert you can do as an activity in Hongdae with your friend or your family or whatsoever, and you can do like 2 hours of cooking these Korean desserts in a very convenient, nice little space. There's Dongmin, he's my friend now, and yeah, it's a great class, so go check it out. And then we'll be adding like kimbap classes as well. So before you come to Korea, make sure you book your activity so that you can go straight ahead and yeah, experience it. So excited to present you this class, and also we have new little cups over here. They're wine cups. that are very interesting looking. Jin just uploaded it yesterday. Go check it out if you want a sip of the night. And then we are also ongoing with our crowdfunding, our pre-sale for the newbie bag, which has sold over like 50 units already. So yeah, the owner is very, very happy. So go check it out. You can get the accessories separately as well. And Jerry's pictures are on fire. Every time I share it on my Instagram, everyone's like, who's that hot dude? Yeah, he's Jerry on K Explorer. Shout out to him. Go check him out. He visited Anna's house as well
Yeah.
to do a video. How did that video do? Is it doing well?
I don't know now.
Anyways, yeah, go check out Pirozo if you want a 10% discount. KPC, type in KPC coupon code, and that should be it. So check out the Jungkook bucket hat, and oh yeah, good news. We're finally restocking the Pirozo t-shirt everyone wants. So and some idols are going to be wearing it too because we got selected for a PPL, and yeah, this idol project group from they're going to wear it for us. So that's great. And yeah, the army t-shirt went down in ranks. The MBTI t-shirt is second. What?
That's surprising.
What? Okay, that's
That is
surprising.
surprising.
Armies, you gotta step up. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for the time. Let's go on.
Okay. Should we do the NCT?
Yeah, I think that's probably
Okay.
the biggest news. And people were like in the comments, why are you double standards? You covered Suga, but why aren't you covering NCT?
We're gonna cover it. Moon
People want to
93
say
says, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Who's Moon 93 in Korean?
What's up?
What's up? Okay. So, okay. Do you know NCT well? Or
I only know a few members, and I
there
know,
was a phase, yeah, when I listened to some of their songs quite a bit.
Yeah.
But they're like ever growing constantly.
Yeah, you can't catch up with it.
No.
Right.
So yeah, it was so sudden. But I know Taeil, he's like one of the lead vocals.
Is he?
He can really sing. He does all the high notes. He's like very talented vocally. And suddenly SM announced his removal from NCT due to a sexual offense case. Like nobody knows the details.
Yeah.
But it was like immediate. They were like, we recently confirmed that he's been implicated in a criminal case related to a sexual offense. After verifying the facts related to this matter and recognizing the seriousness of the situation, we have determined that he can no longer continue his activities with the team and have decided to remove him from the group after discussions with him. He's under police investigation, and like they immediately, all of the members started unfollowing him on Instagram. It was like, it was so suddenly. And usually SM, they're pretty like,
they're lax. They're lenient about
they're very like, they look after their artists.
controversies. Yeah.
Like compared to like EXO in the past
Right.
and whatnot, they, no matter what kind of controversies, especially what the male idols have gone through, they're usually, even with Lucas.
Yeah.
Lucas is still under SM,
Right.
but just not a part of NCT. But they're like, he
There
must
was
have done something
Kangin.
so bad.
Yeah, Kangin from Super Junior too.
Yeah.
He's still on. I think he was under SM for a long time.
I think he still is. Yeah, so we don't know what he did, but it must have been so bad that like immediately remove him.
Right. So like there's no information about it. I'm really surprised at how the media or like the media is not snitching anything. How SM is controlling the information. Like regarding it's so serious that SM immediately cut ties with it. Usually that kind of information leaks out very fast. But then there was an exclusive from a reporter saying that because a lot of speculation was there, and then people were starting to say it's like a teenager or underage, a minor, or like it was he was like gay or something. But a reporter came out saying that very ambiguously phrasing that the victim is not a
Male?
a male minor. Like he said 동성
미성년자.
미성년자는 아니다. And that doesn't
Does that imply that it was a female minor?
Yeah, exactly. People don't know because the journalist didn't put like a 쉼표가 뭐지? Apostrophe? Yeah. They didn't put like an apostrophe or like clarify whether, whether that means if it's the opposite, if it was like a female or if it was like a adult or anything. So that that headline could mean it could be a female minor.
Yeah, maybe.
It could mean like it's a male adult. it
Yeah.
can mean. So it's
But
been
nobody knows the details.
right, right,
Yeah.
right. So there's been speculations everywhere,
Yeah.
and on Twitter I've seen some nasty rumors
Yeah, but I
that
think that's all hearsay. Like nobody, the police have not said anything.
yeah,
But I think it must have been bad,
it is
and all
very
the fact that all the
troubling.
members started unfollowing like straight away.
Very bad.
Yeah.
I did see some like receipts or photos from on Twitter, like spotting him in like clubs and such, and there were like extra information about him falling off like a bike during activities, so he got injured.
He got injured riding motorbike, so he
Yeah,
couldn't like partake in activities for a
yeah,
while.
yeah. But then during that time period, he was spotted in like a club and such. So like fans dug that up and they're super mad about him. But anyways, right now, like everyone's so shocked that
Yeah,
even the fans are like, what could it be?
yeah,
Like how severe is it that
yeah,
SM is just doing this? Like
yeah.
we don't know anything, but it must be super,
So
super
bad that they don't even put him on
severe.
hiatus. It's just
I
like
can't
you're
even imagine.
removed.
Yeah. And the running theory was initially it's because like the following topic we're going to talk about is deepfake and the Nthroom-esque kind of things happening in
Yeah,
Telegram.
yeah.
People are like probably it's connected to that because the timing is just like too exact right now and like regarding sexual crimes. But then, like, there were also people saying, like, okay, like, we're not trying to water it down or anything, but honestly, deepfake and like the Nthroom kind of thing, like, if you actually compare it to physical sexual assault, then like physical sexual assault tops that, honestly, because of like physically hurting
Yeah,
someone, like
yeah,
actually, like, driving them to death or
yeah.
whatever. So like people were like, it can't be deepfake or
No, no, no. He must have done
yeah, it must be
something.
something like super, super,
Yeah.
yeah. So
But what a way to end your career. Like why do this?
yeah,
Yeah.
so I think at this point he's probably gonna go to jail. Yeah, we'll see him in jail, and I think there will be.
Yeah, so because his name is Tail. I see so many comments. It's jail time for Tail. Like, all the international fans being like, jail. But yeah, but NCT is just like an ever growing group. But like I said, like he was one of the best vocalists they had in the
Yeah.
group, so it is gonna have some sort of impact.
Mm,
I think apparently Taehyun, he was meant to have solo, and then all of that got cancelled, like fan
Yeah.
meeting or whatever, because it's obviously delayed.
yeah,
This kind of thing is like, obviously,
Yeah.
it's not good for the group to be
Yeah.
associated with this kind of.
mm.
Yeah.
I think SM did the right thing to immediately just like ditch him. Like they threw him under the bus. Like it's not even throwing him under the bus. Like they literally just threw him away.
Yeah.
And that's the right thing to do. I think their response was swift and it was like just clear, like
Because apparently I saw also NCT apparently did like a fan meet or something back in June,
yeah.
and he was like active and being like, oh, we miss you, like blah blah blah. But he had already gotten the what do you call it, like the police report filed. Only
Oh,
he
back
knew
then?
about it. He didn't
Really?
tell SM. They had
That's-
no clue.
That's crazy and disgusting for the
Yeah,
fans.
he didn't tell the company, and then they only found out like recently in August. So
Yeah.
that's also like why they were so shocked as well.
Mm.
That's probably another reason why they were like, you can't like not tell us these things.
Mhm. I saw so many posts saying that he has a younger sister too, and that makes it even worse because like, if you have a sister and you're like going out, doing sexual crimes towards women, that's like and then he has like hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of female fans. So considering that, yeah, and then I don't know anything about the NCT dynamics, but I saw a lot of posts saying one of the members, Toyoung, is like a very like dear friend of his, and he was like waiting for him to come back for a long time, and then he even cried on stage for him, but then his tears mean like nothing now, and he immediately like unfollowed him as well. So yeah, what must it be? Like I can't even fathom what it could be, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, to throw away, I mean, he's probably earning so much, like very decent money. Even if you have to split, I don't know how NCT splits, to be honest, all the
Yeah.
money between all the members. Like that must be insane.
Yeah.
Isn't it like almost 30 members or something now? But obviously they do different separate group
Not
activities.
30.
Is it not 30?
I don't think so.
How do they split the money? Yeah, I mean, still they're earning enough. Like they're earning enough is fine, but still.
Yeah, yeah, but there's no avoiding the media spotlight when he actually goes to jail. And I feel like you can't control this kind of information forever. I think SM just did whatever they can in their power to initially just avoid the backlash, and then they're like, we're done with him, you know, we cut ties with him. So once this information starts to leak out and then the media starts hitting it, SM's at least gonna save some face from that. And we'll find out, not that I want to, but I think for the fans at least that got betrayed of their like support and love, they deserve to know like what kind of monster or evil deed he did. So
Yeah, this just shows you never really know how an idol really is. I
of
saw a lot of
course,
those comments.
yeah,
And
of
apparently he
course.
was like kind of like the funny, like relatable one in the group. They're like he was the last person we expected to, you know,
Yeah,
come like with this news.
like as much as you can support an idol for his music and his like, you know, character or whatever, like don't blindly,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like religiously think that he's a saint.
No,
And
they're not. Yeah,
yeah, they're people, and
humans.
they're
Yeah.
probably more sinful than you
Messed
think.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, because they have the money, they have the looks, they have the youth, and those three
Their lives are not
factors.
normal. Yeah.
Those three factors drive people crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of temptation there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. Well, I guess SM has cut ties, so they're no longer responsible for him. Yeah, I think the move was done so swiftly. Even if he did something horrible, I think SM is going to be, you know, given a little bit of a weaker punishment by the public. But yeah, we're yet to see. I think it should be coming out within like a week or two. Yeah, it's just like highly controlled. I think even for this case, a lot of people are saying, you know, like compared to other celebrities, how they even like not getting hold of this. Well, this is my assumption. You know, in the journalistic world, there's a thing called embargoes, right? So like the journalists and the police station and whatever the companies all get together, and then they set like a date or like a, you know, a seal saying like this can't be going out to the public until like once everything is done. And I think it's under embargo right now, and the reason, probably the most rational reason, would be because of the protection for the victim. That's probably the case for a lot of like sexual related crimes. Like if it's so severe, they don't want secondary what do you call it, offense going to the victim, and they want to protect her and secure her and make her into a right mental state as well. If this goes out and she sees all the articles about her, and like that could traumatize her again. So usually that's what happened when like these cases aren't spreading right now. So that's my assumption. But anyways.
Oh my gosh, but yeah, now like today we're gonna talk about this and like the deepfake news and all of that stuff, and it's just like every time like you know, news comes up and it's like, oh, Korean men are so shit and like all of this stuff, like even on my like previous like, oh, I'm trying to defend like, you know, 4B and like not all Korean men are like this, I get new comments on those videos now being like, oh, Anna, like you should maybe like retract your words, like yeah, all Korean men are awful and shit. And it's just like every week, so like why, it's just like, why do we have to have this news, like why does this happen? But anyway.
Yeah. I got a super chat. Let me just read it. Wow, 560 people watching. Whoa. Joyful one. David, can Piroso send an email to subscribers when the T-shirt is back in stock, please? I don't want to miss it again. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for the $5 pizza. We have a subscription function, so if you go down on the website, like the way bottom, you can subscribe to our newsletter, and then we'll send you when it's back. Chandler, I'm a little disappointed that you two are perpetrating this with no facts. Cancel him after he's been charged and found guilty. Well, I'm sorry, but like it's pretty obvious right now. It's very hard to deny that he's done something very.
Otherwise, SM wouldn't have kicked him out.
Exactly.
if it
SM has
wasn't sure.
probably gone through the files
Yeah.
because they have all the rights to it,
Yeah.
because they're their management,
Yeah.
and they've thoroughly probably assessed it, and they said this is just like not it. And
like we said-
seeing SM's track record,
Yeah.
they are very lenient towards like
Yeah.
controversies and
Yeah.
such, but like immediately throwing out means that there is something
He
there.
did something bad. That's like for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because usually like JYP, like he's like I think a lot more strict in terms of like what's, if they haven't done something morally, like they're much more strict to like kick people out.
Yeah.
But SM is like the company that was like known to like still like look after all the artists even after a controversy. They wouldn't have kicked him out unless they know for sure he did something really wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you,
So
Sithipon Kella, for the PayPal treating you lunch today. Thank you.
yeah, so well, as Chandler says, if it's not anything so severe and if it's just all happening in like private matters and like a controversy and he just decided to like leave or whatever, then I would even favor that case scenario too, because that means there's no such like a severe victim, right? But at this point, I think it's pretty plausible to deduce that like something severe is going on behind the scenes, so we'll have to wait on that. But media is pretty much assuming that that's the case too. So, I mean, how much does media have credibility nowadays? But let's watch and see. Yeah.
But I would say, like in general, like when I saw the news on like Korean news, like
Yeah.
NCT, because there's so many of them, first of all, and obviously they don't have the same level of fame as like BTS in Korea,
Yeah.
and only like the really like the fans know who, and especially like the members like Taeil, like most Korean public have no idea who like they are.
Right, BTS is BTS. Let's
Yeah.
just face it. BTS is just going to be on the next level,
Yeah.
and they're like gods. Yeah.
But like most people have no idea who Taeil is at all.
Yeah, Taeil. When I first heard Taeil, no offense to the
He's not like a
NCT
major
fans,
member.
like Taeil is the main character name of Digimon Adventures. You know Agumon, right? Do you know Digimon?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know that?
I don't know.
Agumon, Gino. Sorry, my youth.
Okay. Okay, next topic. What should we talk about next?
I think obviously we should go to the deepfake.
Deepfakes?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's pretty nasty right now too. Yeah, we have some dark news today, honestly. Like what I don't know what's going on with Korea. I think we should all like just abandon ship and this country just needs to fall at this point. Yeah. I think we're doomed. I honestly think our country is doomed. Like we have no hope and bye.
Okay, so yeah, the other thing that's in the news a lot.
Yeah.
Korea is basically the number one in the world. Well, yeah, like a study by an international cybersecurity firm reveals that over half of the people featured in deepfake pornography are Koreans. 2023 deepfake production status. A lot of them are like actually K-pop female idols. That's the thing, because they're so famous. There's like huge.
There's
Also,
a lot of like data out there.
there's so much footage and video that people can just take them off
Right.
the internet and then they just use them like. I've seen subreddits on like Reddit with like K-pop fab or like this kind of, and they just like
K-pop.
it's called
Oh.
K-pop fab.
Okay, go on. I have a very interesting story. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I mean, so they just like simp. It's just like incels, yeah. Just like they just simp over videos and photos of the girls, and obviously then because there's so much media,
Yeah.
they use them to make deepfakes and videos and. Yeah, I think a lot, like, yeah, it says Korea is like the number one in the world. If we go back to the thing, if you go to the second slide, you can see,
Wait, so Korea is most targeted by deepfake crimes worldwide. 99% of deepfake targets are women. 8 of top 10 are Korean singers. Oh.
yeah, exactly. So mostly K-pop.
Korean singers are the main targets.
Yeah, exactly.
Deepfake pornography, 53% is South Korea. America's 20, Japan is 10.
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy. Adult websites flooded with deepfake content. 7 of the top 10 adult websites host deepfake content. The primary subjects are women with 99%.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it says South Korea at 53, America. Oh my God, this just stay still.
Yeah, I read that.
Okay.
Yeah, South Korea is 53, almost more than half.
And then number 3, Japan, and then England and China,
Yeah.
India.
So yeah, while this is amazingly gross and disgusting, like what I've personally experienced is Naked Soul, like our past website, right? It like we just randomly, Jin and I were just randomly checking like the SEOs and like the traffics and all that kind of stuff, and because we wrote a lot of articles about K-pop idols just to grab in a lot of people to our site, we saw like which links or which keywords were the most.
Okay.
And then the insights were crazy because we wrote a post about Hwasa, I think, but then
Oh no.
it was like Hwasa naked, Hwasa
Yeah.
porn, whatever, and those were like the bars were like the longest and the highest, and I was like, what?
That's not surprising to me.
And then I was like, Hasa, did she have like a leakage or something? Is it porn or anything? And apparently it's like deepfake. So that's crazy. And when I saw that, I was like, what? And the weird thing is, okay, like I'm not to make fun of it or anything, but at the end these people landed on our site.
Because of that.
Yeah, because of that. And then they were actually roaming around our site for like a good 2 minutes or 3 minutes. They actually, some of them actually bought purchases. So I don't know what's going on, but apparently, yeah, they have interest in Korea as well. Obviously, yeah, in a twisted way. But that was wild seeing those like stats.
Yeah, and it says here that it says 7 of the top 10 adult websites host deepfake content. Yeah, and the primary subjects are women, with 99% of deepfake adult videos featuring women. In our survey of US men, a notable 48% of respondents reported having viewed deepfake pornography at least once. So, that's nice.
Bro, like, isn't there like a legal, isn't there like a law to restrict these kind of things?
Not so far.
There probably should be.
I think that now everyone's going to get really, really strict on this, but
So I think the whole start of this was these kids in middle school.
in Korea, okay,
Yeah,
yes.
like I think it was 2 weeks ago or something, and then the gate opened. I think it was like high school, middle school kids that they were deep faking their teachers
Yes.
and their classmates, and they were using like AI tools and stuff, and they were deep faking and then sharing it in like Kakaotalk and stuff. So that got caught by the fellow classmates, the female classmates, and then it got viral, and then they were investigated by the police. But obviously, because by Korean law, they're like adolescents, they're like, teenagers and stuff, so they won't get the full punishment of the law. They'll probably not go to jail or anything, because like if you're under like 18 and stuff, you get like a minus punishment. So yeah, this enraged the whole public, and then it fueled up a huge like just a full-on investigation, or like internet discourse about deepfake and stuff, and then that spread towards like more digging up through like Nthroom-esque Telegram rooms. It's called 능욕방. 능욕 means like humiliating.
Yeah.
So it says like 지인 능욕방. That means like the person I know gets humiliated.
Yeah.
And then people apparently request to someone does this for a business, I think.
Yeah, because they make money.
Yeah, someone does it for a business. So they enter these Telegram rooms, and then they pay money
Yeah.
through crypto probably,
Yeah.
and then they give pictures of their acquaintances, that people they actually know, and then these people like what do you call it? Deep fake the pictures with like nudes and stuff, and then when those pictures spread, a lot of people, like, imagine you're like a college student, you're a college girl, and then that picture gets spread in like the college group chat and something. People might think it's real, right? Like with the technology nowadays, and then you get humiliated. So it serves as a purpose for, like, I guess, some kind of revenge or some kind of just humiliation in the first place. So
But now it's
yeah.
like Seoul. There were people in Seoul National University who were like, there was a group there.
Yeah.
They were found to have like made deepfakes of fellow students and stuff. And so that was because like Seoul National University is like the Harvard of Korea. It's like the top, and it's like, oh, there's still groups targeting this space. And I saw on some communities, apparently, like especially like moms of these teenage boys,
Yeah.
they found out their son had been partaking in one of these Kakao chat rooms or Telegram chat rooms, and they're like, how can we erase this? We cannot have like any record. They don't want their them to get in trouble, basically. So the parents are like overgoing, instead of like being like, you
Wait,
should
the
have
parents?
Yeah, I've seen like the moms, the mom communities, they're like, fuck, my son has been in one of these.
They found out.
They're like, how can we like delete this like completely? How can this never get found out? And they have like their own community of like trying to, yeah, because they're obviously they're like gonna look after their child.
I mean, I guess like as a mom,
Yeah.
like if you get into their shoes, they would freak out, and that would
Yeah.
be the knee-jerk reaction for sure. But wow, that's like very morally shady.
Because obviously their priority is like he has to get into a good university. He can't have
Yeah.
anything on his record.
Yeah,
So-
and like sexual crimes are never forgiven in Korea. If you
No.
have at least anything distantly like close to a sexual crime, you can never get a job
Yeah.
in Korea.
Yeah.
So that's basically effing up your whole life. So I do understand their sentiment, but still like that's not the educational and moral way to like give your child a lesson. But I would honestly like my first reaction would be very disappointed and like angry at my child, and then like to some extent I would even like maybe get him like proper punishment and stuff to learn his lesson, because like he needs to know, because if like these moms let these people go without any kind of lesson, then they'll think like, oh, it's okay, like I
Yeah, of
always have
course.
it's I'm not gonna face any repercussions or anything, and then it's gonna just develop into like a more monstrous behavior. So yeah.
I do agree some deepfakes are bad, have a dark side to it, but I also think deepfakes also have a good light side to it
What?
as well.
How?
How does it have a good light
Well,
side?
like speaking of, I don't think it's like the same technology or anything, but like in terms of that, I'll give you a pro tip. So I don't know if you use it or not, but I film with my cameras, right? Like I filmed a vlog, and I was saying last time that I filmed with like an idol, like a model, and then my face was like a blowfish or something.
Yes.
And I felt super bad because I had like acne and all that shit, but then I was like, I just can't look at myself like comparison to that person on the screen, and my face was like gigantic because I was holding the camera. So I was like looking for like beauty filters and all that kind of stuff. Nothing worked. Everything had to be paid. But like for anyone out there, if you install the PC version of CapCut, it is mind blowing. It is mind blowing.
You can edit
Yeah,
stuff.
it blurs your face. It gives
Oh,
you like
진짜?
smoothening filters. It shrinks your face too.
CapCut?
Yes. I've used it for exporting my recent video that I'm uploading today, and I'm very, very happy with the results. And if you pay, you can do like more extra features, but right now for the free version, they only have like smoothening and like shrinking your face, which is pretty
I did
good
not
too.
know this.
You can even like enlong your legs and like your body and shoulder.
CapCut. For me, I only use that when I have to do like basic cuts
Yeah,
for
mobile.
TikTok. Yeah. I've
But-
never used it on PC.
Yeah, I did so much researching, so I'm giving you the pro tips right now. Like I found this out after 2 hours of research on how to make myself look better, because I was so like, anyways, yeah, going back to the deepfake stuff. Yeah.
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 So JYP has come out with a statement saying they will like very hardly, strongly go after people making deepfakes of Twice, because obviously they're probably one of the main.
How are they gonna catch them though?
I don't know, but yeah,
Like-
they're gonna really take them down.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's something to like they could crack down on people who possess it or probably even consume it too through IPs and stuff. But the distributors, I don't think it's going to be that easy, because they probably just hide their, presence of actual like producing it, and like the distributors and the producers, they're all different kinds probably. So I don't know how that's going to be done, but it's good that the whole society is getting a wake up call about this, and then there's actual like attention on it. So these perpetrators and these like business people that are making these deepfakes for profit, they'll probably be hiding and staying low. Some people need to be made of an example of right now to
So
eradicate
now
it.
the Koreans taking it really seriously. The prosecutors and police plan to strengthen the investigation to certainly address deepfake. They held a deepfake sex crime response government measures meeting on the same day, and they would prepare comprehensive countermeasures by October.
Yeah.
So
And
what is what is the program that you use for?
CapCut?
You can make deepfakes on CapCut.
Oh no.
That's what I was asking.
How the F should I know?
It's not like ChatGPT or is
No,
it?
how do
I
you-
don't know. I have no idea how they make them.
No.
But
Probably
was
it's like an advanced model that
Yeah.
models like, it's probably one of those like Hollywood, face trackers, and like you have those dots, and then that's
must
what they
take-
do in Hollywood.
Yeah, but it must take quite some time, like to make one video.
Yeah,
It's like an
that's why
effort.
they're probably charging for it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's probably not like, very proliferated tech. Yeah, that's why people are like, I guess because of the crime factor of it too. That's why it's in Telegram and stuff. But I guess because like if the technology was just out there everywhere, then everybody
Would
would have access to it,
yeah.
and these people wouldn't be going crawling into Telegram and paying for that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think AI is up there yet. So it's probably like actual like visual 3D graphic engineers and stuff. Yeah.
Also, but I saw when I was like looking at this yesterday, there was obviously now because all the Korean news outlets are reporting on the deepfake situation, and then there was somebody on Instagram who had like made like he had drawn like cartoon of he had made like 5 slides on Instagram.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it was like the victim in the middle was like looking sad and like looking down, like obviously it was clear that he was the victim.
Yeah.
But it was like the victim was male, and the girls that were like on both the other sides, they were like girls. So it was like really giving, and all the rest of the slides, it was giving off the vibe that was like the male victim and like the perpetrators are the girls, and it's like come on, like 99% of the time it was on Tokku. And it was, it became like a thing on Instagram and it was like the feminist groups got involved because they were just like, why? It's like when 99% of these crimes is like we have female victims. Why is it like, why have you portrayed like the 5 slides?
Yeah, so normally whenever these kind of news occur, like about sexual crimes in Korea and like, you know, all that stuff and how men are trash and blah, blah, blah. And there's always that following narrative, like the low birth rate is because of the men of Korea, blah, blah, blah. Normally, I don't side with that because that's just statistically and factually wrong. There are so many other factors that are driving down the birth rate and stuff, mostly the economy. And then like radical feminists are going to come after me for saying that. But I honestly believe that is the biggest factor of like why people aren't getting married and having children. But like on their side, there is, I don't deny it, but there is a small factor that because of the behavior of Korean men and the stereotype and the, you know, the label they're putting on themselves, that is probably driving down some interest in Korean men domestically by women as well. Normally, I don't side by that, but in this case, there's no way out because statistically, like I'm a very statistics kind of guy. Statistically, 53% of the deepfake crimes are done and consumed by Korean people here. So there's no way out of that. And I've seen so many triggered men on the internet saying, like, fighting with these, like, you know, women. They're not even radical feminists. These are ordinary women extremely angry about the case, and these men are pressed and they're like, don't generalize all men. Like, I guess they are like frustrated too, but it's not the time to be defending men right now. It's the time to be like sympathizing and like getting angry and like trying to make something happen in action. But all they care about is right now like, oh, like men are not all like that.
But I must say, someone made this point on a community yesterday, and I think it is true. Yeah, like when the cybersecurity department, they said like 53% of the videos, the content itself is like of Korean women, but that doesn't mean that it all comes from Korea. Because K-pop girls is like worldwide famous, so there can be people from whichever country that likes these girls. They can be making the deepfakes. The content is like 53% is Korean girls, but it's not necessarily all the 53% content is from Korea, because K-pop is worldwide. It can be made from whatever country that likes Twice or Blackpink or.
Well, okay, maybe for that point, but like still, it doesn't change the fact that there were actual like victims in like Korean schools.
Yes, of course.
And like if you see this post I'm sharing right now from the Korea Herald, I told you about the Nungyokbang, the humiliation room right now. If you search it on Telegram in Korean, these are Korean rooms, and there are 400,000 users in one room. What is a 겹지방? Acquaintance? What 겹지? I don't even know what that is, but like, you know, you can see layers and layers of Korean labeled rooms over there, and there's just no way out from that. Like, there's no defense for that. So, yeah, honestly, I think this is a huge case, like bigger than the other like sexual scandals done by individuals that actually generalize, you know, Korean men into a bad light. But this, like, you know, being the face of deep fake porn globally, that's just very, very saddening and angering, and like it's
but
just...
we have to realize these, like the boys and the whatever, these are like the incels. There's like the worst.
No, I don't think it's even incels, like, because like 400,000 people, like 400,000 people, they're not incels, they're high school students, they're kids. That's the biggest problem right now. They're the future of the nation, and like teens and 20s are into this kind of shit. And imagine when they grow up, what kind of like thoughts they will have upon women.
Yeah, so we need to like change our sex ed system,
Sex ed system.
sexual education at school.
Yeah.
I think I saw an article saying they're gonna really like during sex ed obviously would educate more about like why deepfakes are terrible and why it's a crime, and it needs to be more talked about, this kind of
Right. I
thing
think
at,
like
at an early age.
generally, I don't know how to like eradicate these kind of crimes, but like I do agree to a point that like if sexual education or like talk about sex is just like more widespread and it's not shamed upon, it's not like, you know, you have to consume porn in the shadows and stuff, and you can't talk about sex without being like, you know, shamed upon and stuff. Like we need to make a comfortable society like that has an atmosphere for everyone to like, you know, freely talk about sex, like, you know, discuss it even between opposite genders and sexes, and there needs to be more sexual education. So it needs to be like it's called 양지화. It's like you need to bring light into like that whole realm. Unless that happens, people are just gonna consume darker shit, and they're gonna crawl into their caves and go into illegal Telegram rooms and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, like
What should we do? I mean, what can people do about Telegram? When it's
the owner has been
the
caught.
CEO,
The-
he's
yeah,
been arrested. Yeah.
and he's
But it's
facing
like
like
it's such
huge
a
jail time.
like criminals use it all. It's not just like sex crimes, but like literal like terrorists, gangs. It just seems like that kind of platform is just breeds that kind of activity. So I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm going to erase Telegram. Do I have Telegram on?
I don't even have Telegram. No.
I used to have it because of crypto, but I don't think I even use it anymore. No, I don't even have it. Yeah, but I know that Telegram is used by a lot of politicians and crypto people, and
Because it's very private.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, like not for crypto though. Like crypto people just have a community there for some reason. They just want the pump and dump. They use Telegram
Oh
rooms.
really? Was it not like Discord?
No, it's for like there's nowadays from the NFT era it became Discord, but Telegram is still strong too. X, Telegram, and Discord are like the crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the first phase when I was in the room, it was all for like crypto and stuff. But then it became like for drug dealing
Yes.
and like deep fakes and like all these organized crimes and Nthroom and all that shit. So like I better not have any trace of Telegram on my phone, or else like I'm gonna get some very misunderstandings. Yeah.
So it's every week it's like I have to like either try to defend, but like I can see it's a clear problem. It's a clear fucking problem.
Yeah. Do you think part of the problem is SKs that are so advanced on technology level, but not when it comes to other areas? Yeah. That's basically it. The discrepancy between the speed of development in technology, economy, and everything, that doesn't match with the speed of like our mental matureness and like social construction and like atmosphere building and all that. Like the West had like centuries to build that, you know, along with the technology and economy as well. But like we're just like war torn, and then we rose up from the Han River's miracle in like, you know, couple 10 years, and now everybody's rich and people have superiority complex, is it a complex, like syndromes over like other races and shit, and we're Confucianist based, so we're all oppressed too. So it's a mix of all these bad things, and then they're making very, very big side effects. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've seen also, it's like, there's loads of K-pop, but there's also, I've seen like people saying there's deepfakes of Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande. Like, it's like when there's like an internet community and when there's technology like this available, people are going to make stuff like this. Yeah. So.
Yeah, this is.
How would you feel if you saw like a video, a deepfake of you? Like, it would feel so weird, no?
Yeah.
It's so strange to think about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I did. As a matter of fact, I was scrolling through some shorts on YouTube, and then there was like this very like, you know, goddess like, you know, lady with like a very great physique, and she was doing like the piki dance, you know? That's like the trend nowadays. And then she turned around and her face was like flawless, but then it actually took me like 2 seconds to realize that it was an AI. And nowadays I see a lot of reels like that. They have like AI faces, but they have like glamorous bodies and they're like dancing and stuff. But when you actually see it, it's the body. I don't know if it's a real person. At this point, I can't even distinguish if it's real or not. But yeah, AI has kind of gotten scary. Yeah.
Can I borrow your laptop charger? Yeah, so that's been on the news a lot.
Wait, but like, look at this Korea Herald post. Like, so people are making like deep fake maps, and 400 schools claiming that school students' pictures are being shared in associated rooms, and many women are concerned that their footage might be used. Wait, but some people are saying, if they're AI generated images, they're not even their real bodies. Well, these are all feminists trying to stir up things, labeling men as potential perpetrators. Like, these. Speechless.
Well, what can you say to that? I mean, what can you say to that?
What?
Yeah, as a Korean man, and even there's comments on this Instagram being like, it's not all men, but it's always a man. Like these kind of comments.
Well, that's what they say about Muslim people too. Like all terrorists are not like Muslim, but it's always a Muslim. Like do you think that logic is right? Then do you think that logic is right too? Like, that's nonsense. But at the same time, like men should always have this sense that, women know it's all not men. You don't have to emphasize it. Like, if the spotlight right now is about deepfake crimes, you need to focus your energy on that, not trying to, like, vindicate yourself, where level-headed and common sense women know that not men are all like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why they're so triggered about that. That's, like, I would say, fragile masculinity. So, whenever I see those, it's like, it just triggers me.
Someone says, I saw a deepfake of IU. It was super real looking. Okay. And Anna, did you face something similar to deepfake? I remember you mentioning your face being used for something. That was for like an ad, but they just took parts of my YouTube videos, but that wasn't a deepfake. They just like used some of my videos to promote some product that I did not give consent to. So.
Oh, you had a deepfake?
It was not a deepfake because they didn't put my face on anybody else, but it was like they took parts of my YouTube videos to promote some like shitty product that I never said yes to. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, speaking of deepfakes and stuff, this is pretty funny.
That was hilarious. But that's not a deepfake.
Yeah, I'm just trolling, but this is...
You guys remember the Hitman Bang, like when Pang PD was in New York, not New York, LA, with those streamers?
This is crazy.
SNL Korea. Yeah, they did a parody and they got the look down to a T. Like her outfit is the exact same, and like the way they're crossing the sidewalk.
This is crazy shit. Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I have this guy taking pictures of me.
If you squint your eyes for a split second, I would say that is like Pang PD and Kwajib Seon. Yeah.
Except I saw Korean community online comments being like, he is like not big enough to be Pang PD.
Oh my god, even her makeup is on point. The silver things on her eyes and stuff. Wow.
So it was hilarious. Yeah.
But don't they, like, I get that SNL is like parody and stuff and it's all comedy, but like, isn't this like, you can clearly see who they're resembling.
Of course.
Yeah, and you can clearly see who they're trying to imitate, so isn't this like borderline defamation too?
It's comedy.
I know, right?
What can you do? I mean, they're just like...
Right, they know they're not gonna
cosplay.
they're not gonna get sued for sure,
and
but...
this guy was going like, oh, Hitman Bang, Hitman Bang.
Wow.
Yukjuk
that's like humiliation.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Oh my gosh. This shit is crazy.
Anyway. That's SNL. SNL is like that. They will take the piss out of anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody has like a way out.
Right. That's crazy shit. Okay, I think we should cover this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm personally very excited about it. So, the Kings are back finally, Big Bang reunites at Taeyang's solo concert, performs Good Boy and We Like to Party. When I saw this, I didn't believe my eyes because GD has been under the radar for like the past, who knows, like 5 years, 7 years or something. When did even like Flower Road come out? I don't even remember now. Like, but it's sad at the same time not seeing like, you know,
The two of them.
like
The
one
other
of them,
two.
let's leave them out.
Yes.
Like, we don't claim him anymore. TOP, like it's a disappointment for sure because he's been cutting off all ties with Big Bang.
Yeah, he seems like he doesn't like them
Yeah,
anymore.
he has very childish behavior. He's like blocking all the fans
Yeah.
and blocking all the, you know, ties with Big Bang. But like at least these three are here, and GD hasn't been active performance wise. And finally, it's the first time I've seen him on stage for years, and he actually performed. And
So it was Taeyang's concert.
yeah, it was
Solo.
Taeyang's concert. And the first Taesung, I guess on the first day, Taesung was on the stage. But on the second day, like, GD was in the seats. And, like, I think,
They just dragged him out.
yeah, they just dragged him out. And he wasn't supposed to perform or anything.
Oh.
But I guess he got the feel of it. And he was just dragged out. And then, yeah, they performed, like, Good Boy and We Like to Party and stuff. And he still got it. He was GD after all. Like if you see the dancing footages and stuff, like damn, that was like swag. And yeah, like he is the de facto still king of K-pop in Korea right now because like throughout all demographics and ages, everybody was just waiting for him, and this became so big news. Like GD's all like finally active.
But do you think Gen Z or Gen Alpha of Korea, do they know G-Dragon? I don't think so.
Gen Z, G-Dragon, they know. G-Dragon, they know.
Gen Alpha, they really might not know.
They don't know. But with a few media comebacks and stuff, they'll probably know because like his influence is just wild. It's like crazy. Yeah. And this Good Boy was just crazy. Like if you look at his dancing, it's like out of this world. Like his unique style of you know, swag and dancing and stuff. I remember the Hong Kong Mama or something and their iconic performance, and it's still the same. I'm like,
And I think he looks slightly healthier. Do you remember those photos of when it was like him at a Chanel show and he looks so frail and skinny?
Yeah.
I think he looks healthier now.
Yeah, he gained some weight and he looks healthier.
He looks healthier
and
now.
whoever attended his concert is so damn lucky. So the public is super hyped right now. Everybody's like, "Oh, the king is finally back. Like, please bless us with your music." And it's crazy because like everyone has a consensus on this. Like it's 2024, but still people listen to Big Bang music. Like it never gets old. Like I'm not even biased on this one. I am biased, but I'm like objectively speaking, even people around me, like my friends or like, you know, just people on the streets, if you go to norebangs, if you go to clubs, 10-year-old Big Bang songs are still like just pumping out.
Yeah, they have good songs.
It's crazy. Like nobody can beat Big Bang's Made series or like the ones before. And
Wait. Okay, they look tiny, and I've seen Taeyang in real life at Club NB Gangnam. He is super short. I
yeah,
thought
they're
he
both
was
very
taller.
short. That's not.
I think Taeyang is like basic, like he's like like 168 centimeters. It's like 5'6" or 5 or something. Yeah, he's a short dude, but I don't. He's happily married with. He has a kid now, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He's
Taeyang
fine.
is the super clean one of Big
Yeah,
Bang.
he's the.
Never messed up
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah.
So he was the last line of Big Bang while everybody was under controversy and stuff. But their impact is just insane. It's crazy. Calling out to all VIPs. Yeah, so when GD actually does like a comeback, it's gonna break the internet. Like in Korea at least. Crooked is still on my playlist, exactly. Like if you go to Gangnam clubs, they still have remixes of Crooked coming out. Yeah. Yeah.
Absinia Paul says I miss TOP.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like Seungri, he was honestly, let's be honest, not gonna lie, his role wasn't that
Yeah, he was just
essential.
a bande.
He was like, you know, an add on. But T.O.P. he was kind of essential because like his
Yeah,
voice
his
and his
voice.
rap and
Yeah.
his style was just very unique.
And he was kind of like the visual of the group.
That too.
Yeah.
And also he was like the fourth dimension kind of character and stuff. He was the Hyung too. But it's kind of a shame that we can't hear his like unique rap. But nowadays I've seen like these YouTube channels making AI Big Bang. Like they sample all the voices and then make like Big Bang songs out of it. There's like some YouTube channels like that, like AI Dean, because Dean hasn't done a comeback in like several years. But like apparently apparently a lot of artists hate these kind of channels that sample their voices.
Yeah.
It's like so uncanny, you know? It's like
Yeah.
very very accurate
Yeah.
and good quality, but
Yeah.
a lot of artists have publicly said that they don't like their voices being used for these
different songs.
Yeah, different songs.
That's freaky.
Yeah, but Dean, what's funny about Dean is like he likes all of these AI
really?
covers of him, and he's like, yeah, I enjoy them. So, anyways,
Technically, then yeah, because then singers can be out of a job.
yeah,
Yeah.
right,
AI
right.
can just do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But if Big Bang, I'll just say this: if Big Bang is actually doing a 3-man concert soon,
You're gonna go.
I'm going. Like I've never been to a concert in Korea, but like I'm going.
You've
for
never
sure.
been to a concert in Korea.
I've went to some, but like basically I've never been to a concert in Korea with my own money. But for this one, I'm ready to go.
I know Charlie Puth is coming to Korea again in December.
Who cares about Charlie Puth?
But Korean people really like
when we
Charlie
got
Puth
Big
songs.
Bang. Who gives a F about Charlie Puth?
Actually, Charlie Puth is super popular in Korea. He
Yeah,
knows
he
this
is,
as
he
well.
is. I know. I love Charlie Puth.
Yeah,
too.
he likes coming to Korea
Yeah,
because
we were at like Shake Shack yet. Like we were there together and we were hearing Charlie Puth there, and then
people really like his songs.
like we don't talk anymore.
He makes very catchy songs.
Yeah. Oh, and then we got to talk about Ye.
Yay.
Kanye, when he was in Korea, that became
Yeah.
such a news. It's still news.
It's still news.
It's still a mystery too, because like okay, like everybody has their opinions about Kanye and his controversies and stuff, but nobody can deny that he's an iconic figure that
No, I like Kanye's
like
music.
made history in like the pop scene, the hip hop scene. So just looking at that fact, and he was pretty much dormant, like in terms of performances, like for years now, and that's a lot of people said like he just got very, you know, some people say he just got very arrogant, he got lazy, he was just very anxious because of the hate and like
He has like mental issues.
yeah, negative impact from the crowd's like responses and stuff. So he was just doing listening parties, and people even had very negative sentiments towards that because essentially it's like a ripoff because you're going to a concert to listen to a bunch of music. So
No, but it's like new music.
right.
Yeah.
So who pays for that shit? But then, like he came to Korea to the listening party, and then he did like 60 tracks or something, 70 tracks
over 70.
live, and he did like a full on performance, and that has never happened in the past years. And like the Western audience is going crazy right now. Why? He's so freaking random. He came to Korea. In like 10 years,
Yeah.
he suddenly did like a whole set of his like old songs, like the good ones too. And
Yeah.
he started like pumping live. He even started dancing and shit. And I heard like what Koreans are assuming is that when he arrived in the airport, there was this guy that was yelling "fuck Adidas."
He was yelling Christian billionaire Ye.
Yeah,
because that's what he wants
Christian
to be
billionaire
called.
Ye,
Yeah.
and then fuck Adidas, and then
Yeah.
Ye was just like passing by, but then he heard that and he
Yeah.
laughed, and then he came
I
and
must-
signed.
I must say, Kanye has actually like kind of like a rabid fan base as well. It's
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
as like
I didn't know he had a
fans.
big fan base in
He has
Korea.
a huge fan base, and
Yeah.
they go crazy for him.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you see the footages of him performing in the Korean stadium, like everybody was chanting,
Yeah.
like, and then he was like, he actually pulled his hood down and he actually listened to it, and a lot of people are saying that he got so like what do you call it, healed in Korea, but because of the good responses, while he's getting so much like criticism overseas, but now in Korea nobody gives a shit about that stuff.
No.
And they genuinely like chanting their songs. They're saying "fuck Adidas" for him, and then he stayed in Korea for 5 days.
Yeah.
And he was like roaming around the streets. People saw him at McDonald's, like next to City Hall and
I
stuff.
saw a report that he really liked like blueberry juice. He went to
Yeah.
one of the juice franchises. He had a
Yeah.
blueberry juice
5
every
times
day.
a day. Yeah, 5 times or something. And he went to like this Hanu omakase place,
Yes.
and they treated him for free and stuff. And he was just having like strolls in the mall with no paparazzis at all. So like people are assuming that he must have enjoyed the freedom so much, and it was like a very big relief on his mental health. That's why he kind of like gave back to the Korean audience.
But yeah, Kanye, if he does concerts in the US, the people that go to his concerts, they're also like rabid fans.
Right,
He
right.
has like a very strong like
Yeah.
supporter group.
Yeah.
Also, I think a lot of artists when they come to Korea, we have this thing called like daechang.
Yeah, that's
We
It's
like,
chanting, yeah.
chant every lyric to every song, and then like a lot of the artists get really shocked. Eminem a couple of years ago, he
Yeah.
came and he was shocked by the
Right.
Korean fans knowing
Yeah.
every single word, and he was
Yeah.
like, "What? This never happens." Like, if you go to Japan, when artists go to Japan, because they're
It's
very
silent.
respectful.
Dead silent.
Yeah, they don't clap. They apparently they just like literally just they just want to watch the artist.
Yeah, yeah.
But in Korea, like we scream to
Oh.
every single lyric.
Yeah.
And so the
And
artists
there's-
really get hyped up.
There are like conflicting opinions on whether that's respectful or not doing the daechang, because like it's a unique culture in Korea. Like apparently in the US or other places there are parts when the AR goes off, like it's like, you know, you do that and then you say the lyrics and stuff. There are specific chants for it, but like for Korean people they just like sing the whole song. And some of the artists have expressed like some discomfort because like, why are you even watching me singing if you're gonna sing over me for the whole time? So yeah, that's a point of conflict. But anyways, like Korean people were like mind blown and baffled. They were like, what the hell is happening right now? Why is Kanye doing this? You know, and the whole world was just like shook. So many shorts coming out about that. And it was
But
crazy.
he's gone now. He's gone back
Kind of
now.
crazy. I think he went to Japan or like China
Yeah.
or something. But
Why did Giselle get hate for attending? Like New Jeans
New Jeans
girls
went
as
there.
well, and
because Kanye did some like said some fucked up shit
Yeah.
before, you know, like everybody knows about that, the anti-Semitism and like the Nazi whatever and slavery issues, like and yeah, and there's like public, you know, appearances, and there's like rumors about him gaslighting his wife to wear like weird ass clothes and stuff, and there's a lot of stuff around him. Like a lot of people claim he's like mentally not in the right mind.
no, he has bipolar. I think he was diagnosed, so
Yeah.
he has to take meds. But
Yeah, but it was good to see him like actually like enjoying the performance in Korea. You should check out the footages because it's pretty epic. Yeah.
do you know Tyler?
Yeah.
She's
Make
really
it
pretty.
sweat.
Yeah.
Make it
She was also in Korea at the same time. Yeah,
I didn't know she was popular though.
she's really popular.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she looks like a Barbie doll.
No, like is her career actually popular other than that song?
Yeah, no, she has other songs that are like also catchy.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like the beginning of her career. She's like blowing off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go to a Coldplay concert. Yeah, that's one on my bucket list. That's random, but I don't know about Kanye. I'm not that much of a big fan. I only know his old songs, honestly. But I want to go to a Coldplay concert. I want to go to a 완전체 BTS concert in the future. I want to go to a big band concert. I want to go to a Psy concert. And that's probably all the concerts I want to go to. I heard that Oasis came back. And you're British.
I don't really care though.
Oasis freaking came back.
I know like 2 songs of Oasis. Do you listen to like rock music?
Oasis is not rock music.
Yes, it is.
It's God music.
I don't. For me, I don't really care.
Eminem is not hip hop. He's God.
It's
Oasis
hip-hop.
is not rock. It's God. It's like
I know like literally 2 songs.
MJ is not.
Literally 2 songs.
The brothers finally came back. They fought, but they came back and they did like the ticketing 2 days ago. A lot of my friends tried, but they all failed. And apparently the resale prices are going up to like 30,000.
Wait, they're coming to Korea?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think they're
I was about to
doing it
say.
probably in the UK. Probably.
Yeah, because
In
that's where they're
Wembley or something.
Yeah, that's where they're from.
Yeah, but Oasis is like legendary. But their songs are so good.
Yeah, people are questioning you about wanting to see Coldplay. as well.
I want to see Coldplay because like
Really, my friends in London, they have this view of Coldplay as like kind of lame.
I don't care.
Kind
I
of
don't
lame.
care. I've heard from my friends that their concerts are the best in the world. Like concert wise, like you should go to a Coldplay concert. Yeah.
I wanted to go to Taylor Swift Eras tour when she was in Tokyo. A lot of my friends, we were trying to get tickets because she cannot come to Korea. We don't have a stadium right now with the full enough capacity to accommodate her. She wanted to come, I heard, but she just could not. So everyone flew to Tokyo for like those 5 days. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, that's my
Let's do the
concert bucket list.
Let's do the Hyuna.
Hyuna, is this relevant anymore?
But it's a
People gonna get triggered again. Yeah.
um,
Hyuna's getting married.
but it's like not like these are like not standard typical wedding style photos.
Yeah, they look like they did it in Inseeng Necut or something.
Yeah, so in Korea, when you get married, you do a photo shoot and then you put that in all the invitations, and it's just like a nice way. So they obviously did a photo shoot together. I mean, this is pretty like okay, this is like standard kind of, but the other ones, were in the different outfits.
Yeah, people were
Like this one.
I mean, I understand the controversy around them and stuff, but they don't have to be mean about their wedding photos, right?
Like if they're gonna be happy together, just like
Yeah, just let them be.
Yeah,
Like, why do
literally
you
let
care
them
so
be.
much? Like, it's done. What's done is
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
But like people are like saying, "Oh, are they broke or like did they Photoshop it themselves with Canva or something?" yeah. Yeah, so I think it's out of the norm and it's good, you know.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Like why are people hating just out of hate? You
Because
know?
I mean, what he's associated
Yeah, but
with.
I mean, I guess like Korean wedding photos, they're very just cookie cutter and
Yeah.
like standardized. You
Yeah.
go to Jeju Island.
Yes.
Everyone goes to Jeju Island.
Yes.
You hire a self photographer, like a private photographer. He tags along and he gives you some generic poses, and they're like all holding them and like
Smiles, keep looking at each other. And
yeah,
smile.
yeah. It's like, are you gonna do that shit?
But like literally, so I like two of my friends on Instagram, they got married this weekend, and it was like the most beautiful venue. It's like Shinla Hotel, Conrad Hotel, and like it was they look stunning. So
Are you gonna do a photo shoot at Jeju Island?
to be honest, I'd rather do like a nice photo shoot. I really don't give a rat's ass about the ceremony. To be honest, it seems so wasteful to me, especially like do a Korean wedding, to spend that much money for a 30-minute ceremony.
Yeah.
For me, it just seems like such a waste. I'd rather have like a much nicer honeymoon. Yeah, and like I think I want to do like a nice photo shoot.
Yeah.
But like the actual ceremony and to spend all the money on the flowers and the tables and the like blah blah, it just seems like a waste. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a waste too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my friends, every single one of them that's newlywed, if you go to
Jeju,
if you go to their living room or their like whatever room, they always have a gigantic photo of themselves.
I mean, when you go to Paris and you go to the Eiffel Tower, there's literally like 10 couples in their wedding in dress and suit, like waiting to take their engagement photos or whatever at the Eiffel Tower. It's like, why? Unless he proposed there, like what's so special about the Eiffel Tower that makes everyone go there to take their photos? I don't get it. Because I guess it's like the city of love is seen as a romantic, but it's like unless that place has a special meaning to you, it just seems like so like I don't know, very typical.
I heard nowadays it's a trend to like drag on your wedding and like actual marriage registration as long as you can.
혼인신고.
Yeah, they just like live together for like a long period of you're de facto just married, but you're not on paper and you don't do the ceremony. And you just drag it on as long as you can, and once you both feel comfortable, you just do it, like economically, mentally, and as well. And I think there's a lot of like discourse about why they don't do that, because apparently the marriage system, like, okay, this is a very men-centric discourse, right?
Okay.
But apparently, like, usually in marriages, because in Korea right now there's a thing called 상향혼. That's the trend of women. Like, you don't deny it, right? Like, all women want to 상향혼. That means
most women just want to marry slightly up.
Marry
Marry up, whether financially, socially.
right.
Yeah.
So usually it's 상향혼.
Yes.
That's a word actually. And that's the trend. So like usually the man is financially well off.
So a lot of men are wary about like registration and paper because by law, if you're married more than 1 year, the woman is eligible, like even if like the cause of divorce is on her or whatsoever, if you just divorce, 30% of the man's assets are automatically eligible. She's able to eligibly like gain those assets from the man's side.
Only the assets or the income that he's earned since the marriage, not before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, even before.
No, it's not before.
And then if you go over like 5 years or something, then the percentage goes up. So I've heard a lot of people being afraid of that nowadays because like the divorce rate is rising statistically. In the US it's already 48%. In Korea, like there are more cases. But then, you know, like if you get married very early and the years go by and if you like have to split your assets, then
What I had, like, I watched Dan and Solo, which is I Am Solo, which is the Korean dating show. It's like features really real people. They're not like influencers, like properly real people genuinely wanting to find love. And the most recent like thingy is like Torsing, so they're like people who have been divorced in the past. And it's like when I hear their stories, it's like a lot of them, so many of them have been like, oh, we got married after like a month. Or like we literally had the ceremony within like 6 weeks, and it's just like, why did you rush into this like
yeah,
so
exactly.
quickly?
Oh, that couple, yeah.
Yes, but there were a lot of them that did it pretty fast, or
Right,
like
right.
some of them got pregnant like really early on. It's like, okay, now I guess like it's like take your time. It's like the biggest decision you're ever going to make in your life,
Right.
choosing your life partner.
Right.
It's like, oh, 3 months later, oh, we're married now, and then it's like, oh no, and then we stayed together for 1 month, and then we started living together like separately.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so like even the reason these kind of words are coming out too is because of this kind of like law or like policy that you have to split assets and stuff, and we don't have such things as prenups.
Prenup.
Yeah, I do think they have binding effects if you have like an actual lawyer, like you know revise it before marriage and stuff, and like actually put a stamp on it or whatever. But if it's just between you two, it honestly doesn't have any like legal effect. So.
People in the chat, if any one of you is like married, did you get prenups? Is it really common in America to get a prenup?
Yeah, I don't think it's that common, no.
Unless you're like hella rich
Right,
and you have a
right.
lot of assets to protect.
Yeah.
Like, is it common?
But I think it's gonna become common. I can see it becoming common in Korea soon because I've heard so many of these concerns by my friends nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really like, but I feel like it's not gonna that conversation is like awkward to have. It is awkward to have before you get married. Like, hey, so just in case like we separate, we're gonna like divide our assets on our thingy like this and this, and it's like, oh, you're only gonna give me this much. So it's gonna cause arguments before the marriage.
I think if you're both T's, they could understand. That's rational. You know, you never know what happens in life. So the divorce rate statistically is climbing. So yeah,
the people are saying it's only for rich people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next
Next news.
the doctor's strike.
Let's pass.
No?
Yeah.
It's because let me touch on it quickly.
Okay.
It's just like emergency rooms, because you guys know like the doctor strike, we talked about it so many times. Especially now we're going into Chuseok, which is like our Korean Thanksgiving in like 2 weeks' time. There are no rooms left in emergency, in the ER rooms. There's literally nothing, and
Sorry.
yeah, and it's just people are like being turned away from ER. Children with like extremely high temperatures, people that need surgery. They're just like, we can't find a single hospital that can accommodate us. And usually ER rooms like open like 24/7 all year, like, you know, all times of the year. Now they're like, you know, so it's like a really huge issue. The government now being like, it's okay, we don't have a medical collapse. It's like, well, clearly we do. It's kind of a problem.
Yeah, my friend still hasn't gone back.
Doctor
to the
friend?
hospital. Yeah. He's actually studying for the US med school exam. Yeah. So, like, that's what I heard from a lot of doctor friends. They're like, Korea has no future.
But where was he before? Like in a 대학병원? Like,
He was in, 삼성병원. Yeah.
I see. And so apparently the head of the, what was it? The head of the medical association, he did like a 5-day hunger strike. He did a 5-day hunger strike, and now it's over. He was trying to urge the government Yeah, of the medical school enrollment thing, the hikes. He doesn't want more doctors to be enrolled. But yeah, so he suffered a deterioration in his underlying condition, including diabetes and high cholesterol. But if you have high cholesterol and diabetes, a 5-day fast might be
That might
actually
kill you.
Really? How it might kill you?
If you have high cholesterol, you
Yeah.
said, and like diabetes.
Yeah, and if you do a
If
5-day
you,
fast.
Yeah, if you fast for like I don't know about 5 days, but that might be detrimental to you.
Oh
Yeah.
really? I was thinking like maybe that's like a good detox for the
No,
body.
no, you need like insulin shots and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, and like proper, nutrients.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's sad.
Yeah, let's skip this one. Like whatever, Son Heung-min's father. Okay, there's a freaking sinkhole in Seoul.
But that was pretty like this.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy.
Yeah, sinkhole swallows up car injuring too, and so I'm sorry for them.
And it's like the perfectly like shaped like. I saw the footage from the car behind them. It's literally it just disappears suddenly. Like there's no way that you can anticipate this. The other pictures are crazy too. Yeah, luckily nobody died. They were just injured.
This is like, how unlucky do you have to
It's
be?
literally it's just so unlucky.
It's like lightning striking you.
And then when I went to a Medicube, like a flagship opening beauty store in Apgujeong on Saturday, and there was like a tiny sinkhole right in front of the thing as well, and there was loads of police, and we were like, what is going on? Like
Yeah.
what makes the roads happen? Is it because of the weather?
Maybe it's Japan.
I have no idea the science behind the sinkholes.
Because the Japanese government recently declared like a national emergency announcement, saying that there's a thing called Nankai, and I don't know the history about it, but every certain period, historically, Japan has like massive earthquakes. And it's like because of the tectonic plates that are like aligning there, they move with some kind of like seismic period of time or whatever. And now is the time. So within like a window of like a month or like a couple months, there's expected to be a massive earthquake in Japan. So Korean people aren't going to Japan nowadays because it's like so dangerous. And the news was reporting that the aftermath or the what do you call it, the residue waves might hit Korea as well, and that we might have earthquakes. So maybe that's like a
In Korea, we don't really have
Symbol, yeah.
earthquakes like Japan. In Korea, we're
we
pretty
don't.
safe.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
But when it hits Japan, it's pretty frightening if you see like the footages and all that. So.
But yeah, I mean, I literally don't know the science behind the sinkholes. But imagine if you're like driving on the road, and next second you're just like, oh my god,
Yeah, do
you
you
just disappear.
do you get compensated by the government in that case? Like, I would be curious. Like,
Yeah, because it's
does
just
insurance cover it?
it's nature. Like nobody
Is
can
it a
predict
natural
that.
disaster?
Yeah, I have no idea how that works. Yeah,
Yeah.
who you
like,
can charge?
I would sue the F out of the government if I
Sue
was
the
con-
government?
Yeah.
But is it their fault?
I mean, they're in charge of the road and the infrastructure and stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah, I would be very pissed. So, anyways,
Anyways,
yeah, there's a sinkhole in Korea.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's skip the Trump stuff.
okay.
Yeah. Kuhara, you want to skip this?
We can mention it very briefly.
Okay. Yeah, you do it.
So Kuhara, if you followed the Burning Sun documentary, she used to be in a girl group called Kara. She passed away a few years ago. But when she passed away, she didn't have the best relationship with her mom. Her mom basically did not. She was not in contact with her for several years. She was only like in touch with her brother basically. But when she died, her mom came forward to like claim, because she was like she had
The
assets and her
money.
money.
Yeah.
Her mom wants to come after her money. So her biological mother abandoned her when she was 9 years old and had no contact with her for nearly 20 years. Suddenly appeared at the singer's funeral in 2019 to claim half of her inheritance. So it's like terrible. It's just like so selfish. And then her brother was like really trying to push this Kuhara law, which basically allots the inheritance of deceased family members directly to their closest relatives. In this case, that was her brother. So she was really trying to get this law passed, and now they said they passed it. Yeah.
As it should.
Yeah, so
So-
they denied the mom the right to the inheritance, and so now they've made this Kuhara law, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unanimously approved by the committee.
I wonder how it's going. Like as much as I advocate the law, like I wonder how, for some tricky cases, how people are going to prove that this parent wasn't like there as a responsible parent, like because there might be different. It's subjective at the end. Like in this case, it's just clear cut because she didn't show up
9
for
years
like
old.
years and
Yeah.
stuff, and like the siblings and the father can like
Vouch for it. You
Vouch
can
for it.
hear that like Kakao conversations or whatever.
yeah. But let's say like if there's a very ambiguous case of like your mother, she just left the house like 3 years before, she raised you up until that like 17 I guess like 20 years, and then she left because like some incident happened, and she just recently left, and then you pass away, and she claims your assets, then I don't know what happens then. So
Yeah, but poor thing. Yeah, that she had to go through that anyway throughout her life. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, the mom did not get the money. She did not. Her brother got it.
Oh my god, this person is so obsessed on Son Heung-min's dad. He's getting like sued for like some child abuse shit, but it's irrelevant because it's kind of blown out of proportion. So
Oh really? Okay.
yeah, it's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's skip this one too.
Okay.
We're almost at the 2 hour mark,
Oh,
aren't
okay.
we?
Okay.
So wait,
the rest
let's
of the ones David brought.
Let's see. How long have we streamed?
It's
1 hour and a
11:40.
half. Whoa, 635 people watching. Please press that like button. And in the meantime, if you appreciate our streaming, paypal.me/Korean Pizza Club, and Patreon is open for you. Best form of support.
The
Yeah.
other news that you brought.
I thought this was pretty funny. So South Korea starts 4-day work week trial so couples can spend more time together, and they're paying like 36,000 won if you go into the government matchmaking program, and then you actually like go in as a married couple. One government is giving like 36,000 USD.
Wait, what? So you go into this Gyeonggi province?
Huh?
What?
Yeah. So Gyeonggi province launched this 4-day work week, and they allow employees at over 50 organizations to choose a shorter work week every other week or reduced hours
Oh.
weekly. And this initiative aims to address significant societal issues such as low fertility rates and challenges women face in balancing careers and family life. So they're trying to like give more time for these couples to mingle, make babies, and all that. Yeah. And this is for the Gyeonggi province, but from what I've heard, I think it was Busan or some other province, they're having like matchmaking events
Yeah.
hosted by the city government. And through that program, if you actually get married, they prize you with 36,000 USD. So that's pretty good, I would say.
But obviously this is
Obviously,
not in
you have to
Seoul.
live in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this has not reached Seoul yet.
Yeah. So, well, you go to Gyeonggi province, work a little bit there, move to Busan, and then enlist in the program, and get that money, and then do the house lottery and get all the benefits. That would be good. So
I look at the comments though. It's like, you're missing the point. It's not the work week keeping women single. It's the men themselves. And
4B again, yeah. Well, I can't say anything with this context about like the deepfake and stuff, but I would argue that it's more complex than that.
But obviously, like obviously the guys making the deepfake stuff, they're not going to be dating women because they're losers. That's
No,
the thing.
I do think there are people that are just like under
Under a mask.
Under a mask, yeah.
I
Probably
mean,
a lot.
I don't know. Yeah, in my I can only speak from my dating experience. The guys that I've dated, they're just too busy. Like some of them are too busy to even have an
never know.
Instagram.
You never know. NCT is busy too.
I don't know. I mean, the guys that I've dated and had experience with, they're actually just genuinely good, hardworking.
You really don't know.
No, I really don't think they're gonna be like making. They don't have time to be making
of course,
deepfakes of twice.
normal people aren't going to be like
No.
that. But like, you can never exclude any kind of possibilities, because I've heard of so many cases of women actually, like, I don't advocate this behavior either, but women nowadays have become so careful that they put private investigators on their men before marriage just to clarify if he's like clean. And so many cases have come out that they're actually going to like brothels, like prostitution, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and there's like a freaking scary story. Like one of these private investigators, wow, this was something I saw in the community. So what they do is like they basically check on if this person is having an affair or not, like other alternative relationships. That's one. Whether they go to like prostitution services, that's two. And they even check their like internet logs, like porn and stuff. So I don't know why women go to that extent. It's good to be careful, but that's I don't like that's a little bit too much, honestly. But one post I saw, so apparently there are services like these private investigators follow the guy, and if the guy happens to be in like a public space or like a hotel or whatever, these people bring like portable routers and like Wi-Fi devices, and they make like these Wi-Fi connections, like they name it according to the place. Let's say you're at Tucson Place, a cafe or Starbucks, they name it like Starbucks or whatever, and make it like open network, so the guy like goes on the Wi-Fi.
Is this legal?
No, it's not. It's for
Yeah.
private investigator. That's basically stalking, right? And they access the Wi-Fi, and that person literally has all access to the guy's like logs and
That's
like what's
illegal.
he's looking
Yeah.
at the hotel and the workspace and stuff. And they report all of those logs to the girl, and then she goes and sees if he's like on Telegram or, you know, accessing like weird sites and stuff. And that was crazy when I heard that.
Okay,
Yeah.
question for people in the chat as well, especially for like the girls. Do you consider it cheating if your boyfriend's like watches porn when you're in a relationship? Do you consider that cheating? Obviously, like with private investigation, you find out he's watching like child stuff or like, you know, deepfake stuff or like really like horrendous. But if it's just like normal regular porn, do you care about that if your boyfriend watches porn?
I think even in Korea there are like these skits about like couples and like how the guy, like when the wife leaves immediately, he runs to his
Yeah.
computer and like pulls down his pants and stuff. Like I think there's a lot of like widespread comedy skits about that. So in general, I would say like everyone knows and everyone just gives it a pass.
Most people are saying no.
What is the answer to like no?
I don't think it's cheating either.
Yeah, it's not cheating.
It's not cheating.
Yeah. I mean,
And sometimes you need to release.
if I was a woman, I would be a little bit disappointed and hurt, but still, like
for
you,
me,
you understand.
I understand. Sometimes you need to
understand.
release.
The problem is like if it goes to like prostitution or if you're actually seeing another person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So.
Or if it's like seriously like weird shit.
Yeah, like what if? Okay, I'm sorry about this, but what if you discovered your boyfriend watches porn, but it's like we're not going into the territories of illegal or whatever, but he
Yes.
has a very weird kink.
Like what?
I
Give an
don't know.
example.
I don't know.
Give an example.
Use your imagination, but it's like a very weird kink. You find out he watches porn, but it's a very
like
weird.
furry.
Yeah, whatever. When you discover that.
If it was a furry,
That would be so funny.
oh, I don't know how I would feel.
Oh, that's so funny.
Anyway, but yeah.
No, not cheating for porn, but I don't let my husband pay and subscribe to OnlyFans.
Yeah, that would be disappointing to me.
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
What's the difference with porn?
If you like if you go to any porn,
You're
it's
paying.
like free. Yeah.
You're paying.
You're just seeing what's there. But if you're like paying an active subscription, I'd be
Yeah.
like, what are you doing, dude? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Stepping on stuff. I mean, that's okay.
Hmm.
That's fine. A little BDSM.
A little bit.
It's okay.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Next
did you
news.
bring?
I thought this was kind of funny. So Korea, I don't know for what reason, but Korea is changing up its name system. So for foreigners,
If
like
it was
it's
Tom Sawyer.
yeah, it's usually Tom Sawyer,
Yeah,
right?
Kanye West.
Yeah.
But
Or
now they're
David
gonna
Kim.
say the surname has to come at the front, so it's West Kanye.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Kim David, Sawyer Tom. I don't know why. New guideline proposed for writing foreign names. The government will set a new standard for state and municipal offices when recording the names of foreigners in Korea on necessary documentation to improve the convenience of identity verification.
Oh shit, my battery. Okay, carry on.
It died?
Yeah.
Under the new standard, foreigners' names in the Latin alphabet will be written as surname followed by given name in uppercase with a space between each name. If a name in the Latin alphabet is already listed on immigration-related documents, such as a foreign registration card, that name will be used. Foreign names written in Hangul, the Korean alphabet, will be written as surnames followed by given names with no space between them. So this is just very weird. I don't know why they're doing this. And people are like, for full names, we need around 50 characters. Like, this person's name is Bek Bulatova. Yeah, ridiculous. The government needs to employ foreign residents to understand expat issues and find solutions. Yeah, so I do not understand why they are doing this. Like maybe they had some complaints while working in administrative
Because
places.
West Kanye just does not hit the same.
West Con, Swift Taylor,
Yeah, no,
Brady Tom,
no.
Jordan Michael. That's weird.
That's weird.
Messi Lionel, Ronaldo Cristiano. That's funny. Like, so when you come to Korea, prepare for your document to say,
Let's see in the chat. Is there any Travis Leroy? So that would be Leroy Travis. Yeah, Scott Travis. Anyways, that's funny. I just brought that up.
Why are they like, spending time and energy and money on like useless?
That's what governments do.
Yeah.
they just want to spend time and money on useless stuff and use your tax. Do you agree on inheritance tax?
Hasn't it been changed recently?
It's been lowered to some
Yeah.
extent because it's the conservative party. But I was talking about this on my last live stream about like my parents' house and how I can't inherit it. But
Yeah,
do
that's
you,
the thing comes concern with me and my dad as well.
yeah, so like, are we going to be able to accumulate enough money until, my parents like leave the world, and then when we inherit it, will we have enough money to actually get that?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the concern. So if we don't have a choice, we'll have to put it out on the auction and sell it, But do you feel like inheritance tax is like a fraud?
Yes.
It's fraud?
How much is? It's like, what's the
It
percentage?
depends on like what the asset and the asset class and how much the money is. But if it's like over, let's say 1 million, no, not like it's over like
1 million is like 40% or something. Let's
Yeah,
see.
so my dad was saying this to me, because I saw him recently, and he was like, even if I want to pass down my assets to you, it's just like the amount of money you're going to have to pay.
Yeah.
If you don't have that much, you literally can't
Lose
inherit
it,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna, yeah.
So you think it's a fraud?
Of course,
It's fraud?
it's very annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you see right now, if it's over 1 mil, it's 40%. If it's over 3 mil, it's 50%.
Wow.
Yeah, so my parents' house would be eligible for 50%, and I would have to pay, like, if it's 4 mil, like I said in my last stream, my parents' house would be over 4 mil if the reconstruction goes, and I would have to pay $2 million.
If you don't have that, yeah.
It's just, you have to sell it on the auction. And so I don't know. It's shit.
It is very
That's
shit.
why all the rich people are fleeing
Yeah.
Korea,
Yeah.
including the big companies and all that. Can't you give it to your kids before passing? That's still inheritance too.
Yeah, everything is inheritance.
Yeah. So by law, like you can give up to 50,000 USD, like I guess 40,000 USD per each decade without tax. That's the current law. So your parents, for every 10 years they can pass on $50,000, approximately $50,000 to their kids without any tax. But anything over that is considered as inheritance. So that will get taxed. Yeah, so it's very hard. I heard rich people just try to do it through like art art
Or
pieces,
charity. Yeah.
foundations,
Yeah.
or
Trusts.
other kind of ways, but that also requires a lot of work and laundry and stuff which we peasants don't have access to. So yeah, I'm effed. Um, that's so little, I know, right? Yeah, I hate my country. We're effed. So are you gonna have lunch,
Yeah.
or what are you gonna have
Let's have
today?
like something healthy.
Something healthy?
Healthy.
Okay, Sangu, you know Sangu, right? Our editor.
Mm.
He wants to eat together. Is that fun?
Okay.
Okay. Create an LLC and switch it to your kids. The NTS is the most, like, all the other government organizations don't do their duties and responsibilities, but the only place that actually does their job is the National Tax Service. They
I had to pay another, what was it, like 지방소득세 or something?
지방소득 says nothing. It's like
Yeah.
$20 now.
Yeah.
But like income tax, health insurance, and employment insurance, and all that shit, and like
No, the money that I feel like is the most like 아까워, like how do you say? It's the most annoying to pay. It's like for the pension that just automatically gets taken out. Because I'm just like, I'm probably never gonna be able to see this money, ever.
Yeah.
Probably never.
Until us, I heard like until us, we
It's
might
okay?
receive it,
Okay.
but the next generation.
Yeah, my nieces and nephews, they're not gonna see any of the pension money.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So unless the National Pension Fund does really well and they suddenly start investing in Bitcoin and their revenue starts skyrocketing, unless that happens, like right?
September is not usually a good month for crypto.
Yeah. That's
Historically.
what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're effed. Yeah. So are we gonna get that salad thing again?
Yeah. What's around? He doesn't want to eat salad. He does not want to eat salad. Oh well. But the last time you were like, I'm eating like.
It was okay.
You were doing
but
intermittent fasting last time.
Yeah, I'm
Are
still,
you still doing it?
I'm still doing it. But
Okay.
like when you're doing intermittent fasting, like
You want to eat proper food?
yeah. And
Okay.
then,
What do you want to eat?
I don't know. Not salad.
We went for poke once, and he like ate like half of it, and he just like left out all the like the lettuce and the. It's good for you. You need fiber, otherwise you can't poo. So what are you eating then during your? Do you just eat once
I'm
a
just
day?
eating whatever I want.
Just once a day.
Yeah.
And then like how long is your window?
I just eat normally at dinner and that's it.
Dinner, and then for the rest, you eat literally nothing else.
Maybe some like protein bars.
That's like a snack, yeah.
Yeah, protein bars. But other than
Then if
that,
you're genuinely doing that, then you should be losing weight, no?
I don't know. They say sleep is very important for losing
Yeah.
fat too, but I'm not getting enough sleep, so maybe that's my problem. But yeah, I'll have lunch today and skip dinner. Maybe just eat a protein bar. Anyways.
Yeah, okay. Praying for David to be not so lonely by the end of the year.
I don't care. I don't care, honestly.
I think you care a little. I think to be honest,
as a human being, I do
yeah,
get
you need
like
human
earthly
like
feelings.
connection. Yeah, you can't just be like working all the time.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't want the hassle of a girlfriend.
A girlfriend is investment too.
Yeah, and they require attention and
They
energy.
require attention, energy, and money. Why do you leave out the most important thing?
Money too.
Y'all girls. I don't know why, but we're the ones that have to drive, pay the first bill, and all that shit. And yeah. So yeah, you go on a date and it costs you on average per date like.
Especially now with inflation, it's really a lot.
Yeah, I'm very frugal, but even so, like the inflation and the prices have driven up. So like with my lifestyle and my dating
10만
style,
원이야, 딱 보통.
I think like if you're very frugal, like $70, $80, like one meal, a
And
movie
you have drinks,
or
yeah.
drinks and gas, and all that. Then that's so. Like if you meet twice per week, then that's like over 100, 150, and you calculate that for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, that's like already 600 to like. So I don't want to be spending an extra 600 to maybe potentially 1,000 because sometimes you go to hotels and like bougie places too.
How often, when you guys start dating someone at the beginning stages, how many times a week do you see each other? Like for me, it's mostly been like, yeah, if it's a lot, twice, or it's like once or twice.
In the beginning, it's always like 2 times at least. Then, you know, I try to like go down to 1, but that's never worked before because a lot of people are very needy and like they're like, oh, do you not love me anymore because you're only wanting to see me once per week?
I've dated like just guys who are like super busy, so it's like, yeah, maximum like they can only do like once a week, or like they can really do like twice. That's the max.
Well, they're lucky that you understand them.
Yeah, I
because
mean, to be honest, I like having my own time too.
For the people I've met, they're like, I'm bored. I have a 9 to 6. What am I supposed to do without you after 6 p.m.?
I never
like,
understood people saying that. Like, I'm bored. Like, I'm alone and I'm bored. I'm like, I don't understand this because I can always find something to do.
It's because like some people, like not all people have our lifestyles.
That's
like
true.
we're always thinking about how to generate extra
Yeah,
revenue
that's
and
true.
money, sponsor deals,
Yeah.
content and all that. But
Yeah.
people like they just
9 to 6.
plug out,
Yeah.
you know, after
Yeah.
their jobs. So that's why a lot of people go to like hobby clubs and stuff. Maybe I should join some running clubs. Just get some workout too and make new connections.
There's loads of those like there's like those like groups that do like wine tasting or like what have you.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'll go on a running club.
Yeah. Get fit as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you two dating? No. Are you new to the channel?
Clearly new.
Oh, we're divorced and we got back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so many people were like, Anna clickbaited you, Anna trolled you, and so apparently
I
Danny
mean-
was in the stream too, and then he was trolling too, something. I got so many DMs saying like Anna's being
I mean, the
disrespectful
title
to-"
was like, that is kind of clickbait because I know people are going to...
Of course it's clickbait.
I know people are going to click
I
if
saw
I put
your
David
story and I
divorce.
didn't even flinch. I was like, oh yeah.
You know, the
It's
job
the
of a
life of a
YouTuber.
YouTuber.
Exactly.
Yeah. And people take it so seriously, like she's like selling your name and your whatever, and you know, like it's not that serious. I appreciate the consideration and concerns, but like I can handle it myself. Yeah.
YouTuber for 6 years now? You've
Yeah,
been doing
7.
it? 6, 7. Yeah. So...
I have pride in that because, yeah, 7 years is tough as a YouTuber.
It makes you become really good at marketing. You're thinking about like titles and like what's the best
Yeah.
way to draw, all this stuff.
Yeah, everyone was like, well, I'm gonna stop watching your channel if Anna's on it.
Yeah, I
like,
saw I addressed those comments.
unsubscribe or whatever. Well, the fact is, like, those people are gonna not watch if it's not BTS news anyways.
Yeah, I think so. Exactly, exactly. They only came for those news.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, but our channel is not only about BTS. It's about
Yeah.
Korean social issues and lifestyles and culture and all that kind of stuff. And yeah,
Yeah.
Danny is here. Is he?
Where?
Danny isn't here.
No, he was like last
Interesting fact, Jin is actually trying to get Danny to work with us again. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, maybe I don't know.
week. I mean, he said like he wants to do YouTube again. That's what
He
he
said
to
that
me.
for like
Yeah, he
ages,
said he
ever
wants to do
since.
YouTube again.
Yeah,
So,
but yeah, we're in talks. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, it seemed like you were
my
dating.
parents are gonna get back together.
Yeah, it seemed like you were dating. She was so upset you didn't white knight for her with the comments.
What? Where?
This is so funny. You read it.
It seemed like you were dating. She was so upset you didn't white knight with her comments. I mean, we have addressed this so many times.
What?
Are we dating, David?
Yeah, we have 3 babies.
We have 3 kids.
Yeah, but like, oh, I have to address this. Okay, I'm gonna confront you now. So you
Okay.
can use whatever click. I don't give a shit because like it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
But you said on the contrary last time, like
Yes.
I have to stop, like, you know, like making like these.
A love line?
yeah, whatever, these kind of
Yes.
things because of your boyfriend and all that, and like your future relationships.
I
But
do worry about this.
yeah,
Genuinely.
but the last video, you were the one said we got divorced.
Because, I mean,
divorced with David.
Because I know that's what kind of people are gonna click
Yeah,
on.
yeah. But you were the one that put it up there, and like it's not on me if any of your future relationships or whatever says like, what is
No, I
this
think
divorce
I
title?
mean, it's not about the title, but I think it's the fact that I regularly see you like every week. You know, that can be like an issue for some people. Some people. Like, and then we go for lunch after, and it's like.
I have one last question before we end. What do you think? Could you date a person who has like a very close coworker or employee, maybe even subordinate, that is the opposite gender, that
Yes.
work-wise you have to work 24/7 together. You go on business trips together, you like maybe even, you know, like they're always together. Would you be able to date someone like that?
But nothing has happened between them. Still.
You don't know because you're new to that person. Like, but he says like I have a person I work with 24/7 and we're just so intertwined work-wise, so I can't like go anywhere without that person. We business trips, office.
No, like I will trust you. Like if you're the type that's gonna cheat, you're gonna cheat. Like no, it doesn't matter what the situation is, whether you're working with someone like all the time or whether you see someone like one random, like if you're a cheater, you're gonna cheat. So nothing I can do is gonna stop that. So I'm just gonna trust you fully. If you give me your word, you're not going to do that. Okay, I'm gonna believe you. But as soon as you maybe do something, then obviously I'm gonna be straight out. I'm gonna make that clear from the beginning. Like if you do something, then I'm gonna goodbye straight away.
Well, apparently a lot of people aren't like that because I know a person that's in that situation and that person can't get into dating because of that situation. Like all the people that person meets is afraid of that relationship, is very like anxious, like insecure about that relationship. So
I mean, if you feel like, if you're just too of a jealous type and you feel like you can't handle, then maybe that's did not get into the relationship from the beginning at all. But
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
That just came up to my mind. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. We're gonna go have lunch. Hopefully not salad. Yeah.
what is
And
okay? People are asking our love language. Last thing, love language. You know, there's the 5 love languages.
Yeah.
What is the
I
most
hate
important
that.
to you? It's like physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service,
How do you even
quality
memorize
time. What's the last one? Quality time and what's the one I didn't say? Acts of service, quality time, physical touch, words of affirmation, and I can't remember the 5th one.
Just Google it up.
I cannot remember the 5th one. For me, I think acts of service and physical touch is pretty important to me as well.
There you go.
Gift giving.
Gifts.
Gift is like the
Oh,
least
gifts.
important. Yeah,
Is-
gifts is the least
Is-
important,
is
but like acts of
money
service,
included too?
acts of service and physical touch, I think is the most important for me.
If my girlfriend gives me money, I would be very.
What is the what important for you?
Oh, Sangwoo's here.
안녕하세요.
Quality time, I think.
Oh yes, and quality time.
Quality
yes.
time tops everything. Yeah, words of affirmation, they
But
could be blank.
really, you were just like a second ago being like, oh, these girls, they want to see me 3 times a week and they're so needy.
That's why it's quality time, not quantity time. It's quality time. Physical touch, it can be like without any emotions. Words of affirmation, they could be only words. Receiving gifts, it could all be void. Acts of service. I don't want my girlfriend to be like a service worker.
No,
for
but
me.
she does stuff for you. Like fill up your gas in your car. That's acts of service. That's
Oh,
nice.
You're bringing back the good memories.
Yeah, because like words of affirmation, people can just say stuff. Like words can be so empty, but like people actually going out of their way to do stuff for you, like that means something. Most Asian parents' love language is acts of service. Like
Yeah.
parents will not say "I love you," but they will always be like
That's true.
giving you food or this kind of thing.
That's true, that's
Mostly our love language is acts of service.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's it for today. And they want to see, like, you can end your stream if you want, but
Okay.
people in my chat want to see Sangwoo. our editor.
나오고 있었네요.
네, 나오고 있어요. 아 알면서 또 뭐 자연스러운 입장하시는
아니.
뭐 나오고 있었네요. 무슨 뭘 나오고 있어요? 뻔히 하고 있는 거 알면서 또 막 과장하네 또. 아 일로 오세요 또. 아 왜요?
Okay, I'm gonna end. Bye.
Come,
Bye, guys.
come.
Bye.